Welcome to the 15th season of Shamba Shape Up.
We have traveled all over East Africa to find hard-working farmers.
We want to celebrate them while giving them the knowledge they need,
so they can adapt and make their farms more productive even while the climate changes.
We want to support them to get better yields and increase their income.
We will see how farmers can benefit from our experts' advice
while learning from each other in so many ways.
Join us on these journeys and share in the farmers' experiences
on the Shamba Shape Up Safari.
This week, we are in two counties at the coastal region, Kwale and Kilifi. Fishing is hard work.
Join us for some special episodes of Shamba Shape Up
to learn more.
We are at the coast of Kenya for this Shamba Shape Up special. We are looking at farming in and near the sea. Yes, you can farm in the sea. Learn with us.
Did you know you can keep sea fish in a pond? Yes, a pond, but not just any other pond. It has to work together with the sea. Our story today is entitled, When Fish Met Shrimp.
I am Michael Kerr, a member of Umoja Multipurpose. Our main activity, we as Umoja, is conserving mangrove, and still we rear fish here, which gives us livelihood here. The market also is available. When we are about to harvest, we just call the fish buyers, they come and buy, then we get our money.
The members of Umoja Group are always learning and improving on what they do. They do a lot. They have a system that has various marine species living together. To teach us more and see how they can improve, we have Dr. Esther Wairimo from World Fish, who tells us what exactly this project is.
There is a mariculture project which is growing fish using marine water in earthen ponds.
Briefly, how does that work?
When the tide comes in, it's able to exchange the water in the pond. If the water had gone down because of evaporation issues, it's able to raise the water to a level that is required for the fish to survive well in the pond.
By using the tide flows, the water in the ponds is constantly replenished, keeping it fresh and full of oxygen for the fish in the pond. At high tide, the ponds fill up. At low tide, water flows out.
The technology that is here at the moment, they are doing monoculture and polyculture. In monoculture, it's where they are rearing one fish or one type of a shrimp in the same pond, only one organism. That is monoculture. But when you talk of polyculture, it's where they are rearing two different types of organisms in the same pond. For instance, we can talk of mixing marine shrimps and milkfish, or marine shrimps and tilapia. That is polyculture.
Michael, which pond has got what here?
The pond behind us has marine tilapia. Pond 2 has shrimps, and we have crabs in the third pond.
Okay.
The fourth pond has shrimps again, and then milkfish in the fifth pond. Yeah.
Some of the ponds have 2 or 3 types of sea creatures in them. What are the advantages of this polyculture?
One of the advantages is that for a farmer, you increase the income streams in that you are able to sell 2 different organisms. Also in terms of feed, when you feed these organisms, like for shrimps, they are bottom feeders, but for the finfish, mostly they are column feeders, or they also feed from the top. So when the finfish is feeding on this, some of the broken feeds can be eaten by the organism that is feeding from the bottom. So in that, you're also having some advantages in terms of feed usage.
So Michael,
Yes.
any challenges with this business that you're doing here?
Yeah, of course.
Which are the main ones?
The main one, we lack funds for buying the feeds.
Are there any other challenges that you think the farmers of here are facing with this project, and what are the solutions?
One of them, I'll start with the basic one, and that is fingerings. The farmers have been relying on wild collection. So with wild collection, it's uncertain, it's unpredictable, it's seasonal, because sometimes it depends on the availability of land. The other challenge they have, sometimes we have predators. We can have predators in form of bats. We have predators in form of human beings, as in stealing, because this is an open area. We have the sea just there. The other challenge I would say it's climate change related. Like sometimes when it's so hot, the salinity of the water, it increases. And if the organisms that we are growing in the water cannot be able to sustain that high salinity levels, they end up dying.
When it's too hot, some of the water in the ponds evaporates, leaving the remaining water too salty, which is not a good environment for some organisms to survive. How about high tides?
Yeah, exactly. Actually, we call them extreme tides. When they come, the fish will be wiped away because, the tides, they come so high at times and they are above the level of the dike. So in such an instance, then we are bound to lose our stock.
So how do you help them adapt to those challenges?
To start with the seed issue, as the government of Kenya and also with donor funding, we are building hatcheries through no-cost funding. There is already a hatchery that has been established, and right now they are producing shrimps. We are planning also under the Asia Africa Brewtech Superhighway project to build 2 hatcheries. For fish feeds, we are giving training to these farmers. So we train them how to make quality, affordable feeds using locally available materials.
Okay, Esther, I have to stop you now because it's raining.
Yeah.
Let's get some help. Washeke, please. Thank you.
Thank you.
Here we go.
Thank you.
You're now nice and warm.
Yes.
Yes?
We have been able to train the farmers how to make feeds for themselves, which will lower down the cost of production. For instance, we have maize bran, we have wheat polland, we have black soldier fry. Actually, it's a new technology that is coming, already being taken up very fast by farmers. We are just about to start piloting a technology which is integrated multi-trophic aquaculture, where we are going to rear different organisms. We have a fed component, like if it's tilapia, it's the fed organisms. But because when it's feeding, there is the broken food that falls when it's eating, and then there is the waste, like the fish poop, it falls down on the floor or the bottom of the pond. So we reintroduce another organisms, and we are targeting to use sea cucumbers, and then also we have gastropods, which are filter feeders. And right now, this community, they already have gastropods, and they are using them as feed for crabs, as feed also for shrimps, and in other communities, it's a delicacy. So all those organisms, they'll be integrated in one system. So we believe once we are able to rear these organisms in the ponds, it's value for the community. Because actually, and also for our ecosystem, because they are depleted, like now for the sea cucumbers. Because of its value, it has been over-harvested. Introducing it in the ponds, we are able to control that.
So, Michael,
Yes.
has it been very profitable for Umoja Group to keep the fish ponds?
Of course.
Yes.
Because it at least gives us livelihood.
Okay.
And also our children go to school due to the harvest we harvest.
From shrimp, we now learn about crabs. And no better place to do this than at the Crab Shack. Crab Shack is a restaurant in Watamu that is well known for its delicious crab meals and beautiful sea views. Apart from the restaurant, Crab Shack also has a crab farm that is run by a community group.
My name is Benjamin Karisa. I am the chairman of the Dagaa Creek Conservation Group. Crab Shack started by virtue of a community organized group here in Dagaa. The group was basically for conservation purposes. Having these programs, they were non-profit making. We decided to start income generating activity. In this, we decided to do the crab fattening programs because the crabs are habitat amongst the ecosystems here in the mangrove.
Crab Shack has been very successful in their crab farming business, but they want to add more. We are joined again by Dr. Esther Wairimo from Worldfish, here to show us how they can improve and do more with their farm. Also with us is Dixon Mizinga, who is in charge of the Crab Shack farm. So, how exactly do they farm these crabs?
We normally buy crabs when they are small, and then we put them in these cages, and we feed them for about 2 to 3 months. And when they are ready, we sell them to hotels or restaurants. So for our case, we sell them to our famous Crab Shack restaurant. Yeah, yes.
And so far, is it doing well?
Very well indeed. We normally sell an average of 90 kgs in a month.
Are you facing any challenges?
Yeah, of course, we have some challenges. The first one is almost being sorted out is on seeds.
When you say seeds?
Seeds are the crablets. Yeah, we used to buy from the fishermen, the local fishermen, who are just going to the world to pick for us and bring them here.
Okay.
But currently there's a hatchery which is ongoing, and we hope that challenge will soon be over.
As he has said, they correct the seed and put them here for fattening. That is mainly what happens when we are growing them. The particular crab that we are growing here, it's called mud crab.
And why this particular environment?
The crab requires such an environment so that it can exist well, because it can be able to get nutrients from the mud themselves.
All right.
Yeah.
So when I look at these cages, there's a setup.
Indeed.
How does this work?
These are innovations which have come from far, because we started with bamboo cages which were being driven into the channels there. From there, we went to the crates that you can see over there. They are bread crates. And now we are using this black set of the cage. And with this, every compartment holds one crab, so they can be able to float and stay floating. Then when the tide recedes, it goes back to the bottom. So to do this, we have ropes, like you can see there. Yeah. So the ropes are tied, like you can see, this is a rope. It's tied. When the tide comes in, it hangs.
It floats.
Yes.
It floats up.
Yes. So in the morning, tomorrow again, when the tide recedes, it sits in the bottom. So with that environment, then the crab is happy and it can grow well.
Yeah. What are the advantages of crab farming?
One, it's a livelihood. With this such a technology, other farmers or other groups within the area can come in to learn, and in their areas they can be able to implement such a project. It's a high value commodity. This group he has told you, they have come from crab farming, value adding, and now they already have an existing restaurant. Yeah.
So we make samosas.
Crab samosas.
Crab samosas,
Never heard
yes.
of that.
We sell a portion at 400, and that is only 30 grams.
Wow, that is quite amazing.
Sure.
All right, so I'm going to allude this to going to a shamba. You go to a shamba and you see maize, then you see beans. So I came here, I saw the crab crates, and just behind me, I can also see some other things. What do you have here?
There we have your oysters.
Oysters. So it's integrated. How does that work?
This is an integration of oysters with the mud crabs. We brought in this idea of integration. We'll have a combination where we have fed organism. Like for this site, we are going to pilot red snappers. Then we have oysters, which will function as filter feeders. It helps in nutrients recycling, in that it takes up waste from the water. And this waste in form of maybe of nitrogen, phosphorus, it will help in reducing or controlling diseases. Because of the way it filters large amounts of water, in that process, it will remove microorganisms. Also, oysters, they are bioindicators. In that, where there is oyster existing well, it shows that the water quality there is good. And then we have crabs on the side, which will also be taking up the organic matter from the fallen and eaten feed, and also the fallen maybe waste. So that is the integration that we are going to combine the different organisms to form an integrated multi-trophic aquaculture. The value of oysters is also very high.
One piece of oyster we sell at 200 shillings.
200
Just
shillings.
one piece.
One.
And we sell them in 6 pieces. We sell at 1,200. And having this oyster project coming our way, I think it will be one of the few projects which will encourage our members to do conservation more than what they were thinking. Because oysters have been here all the time, and nobody thought they could be reared in like what we are doing now.
Yes. I think I'm ready to crack a crab and see how it tastes.
Delicious bites, great company, and a lovely view. Just perfect. And that's not all. Coming up after the break,
preservation and safe handling of fish after harvest. What are the do's and the don'ts?
Welcome back to Shamba Shape Up.
In this part, we learn how to handle fish after harvesting.
But first, let's go back to Umoja Group to learn a smart way of storing fish after harvest.
I'm Maxwell Kenga. I'm the secretary of Umoja Multipurpose Shape Up Group. In Umoja Shape Up Group, we are doing fish farming. And we are keeping several species of fish. For example, we have milkfish, we have prawns, we have crabs, as well as marine tilapia. We can harvest more than 100 kilograms of prawns.
The markets have high seasons and low seasons. But what do you do if you harvest from your pond during the low season? What do you do with the fish? Every farmer needs to avoid post-harvest loss. What happens when your farm is on the sea with no power for processing? We have Dr. Emmanuel Mbaru, scientist, Fisheries Assessment and Technology, Asia Africa Blue Tech Superhighway Project, AABS, Wildfish, to explain the best way to solve this. Now, in your day-to-day activities as Umoja Group of fishing, have you ever encountered very heavy losses after harvesting fish?
Previous years, we had harvested 800 kilograms of fish.
Yes.
A species called milkfish.
Yes.
But during those times, we did not have the storage facility. So we had to sell them. I think, if I'm not wrong, we sold 200 kgs of milkfish. And the rest, they had to go to waste.
I'm sure you were not very happy with that.
We are not very happy because we lost a lot of kilograms of fish.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And money was
And
lost.
money too.
That's money, you know.
So Mbaru, this post-harvest losses for farmers, is this something that happens to so many fishermen?
Yes, this is a big problem here at the coast. It has been documented that almost 30% of the catches, they can potentially be lost. So this is a major problem. Here we are trying to address post-harvest losses ex-vessel after the fish has just been landed from the boat. So here we came up with the solar-powered freezers. So freezers that are run by solar as opposed to electricity. It's very hot here, as you've said. Sun will always be there.
Yes.
So the freezers will run.
Maxwell,
Yes.
explain to us the life before and after the freezer.
Life before the freezer, it was somehow difficult, especially for the community and the fishermen as well. This is because when we were not having freezers here, the fishermen used to come with fish after they have landed at the landing site. They had to carry the fish very far away from here, looking for people who will buy their fish. But now we just put here and they just go home without any luggage of fish in their baskets.
And they are sure their fish is safe.
And the fish are very safe.
Wow.
Yeah.
Baru, how do farming communities get hold of these freezers?
So they can go through our partners, Kuza Freezers. This is a private company that is based in Mombasa. The way a farmer can benefit from this freezer is by contacting them. They have their conditions where you pay as you go. They will do the entire installation and you will be paying a small fee of about 150 shillings every day, or maybe you can decide maybe you pay weekly or monthly, and after a certain period of time, then that facility becomes yours, you know.
Simple as that?
As simple as that.
How have you been paying it, Maxwell, you and the group?
We have been paying 150 per day, but for our plan here with the group members, we have decided that we pay it monthly.
Where does the extra money come from to pay for the freezer?
When we have a lot of fish in the creek or in the world, then the price of that product becomes low. But when there's scarcity of fish in the world, that is when the price of the fish becomes higher in a way that you can sell them with a very good price, and therefore you get a lot of income. Sometimes we buy the fish from the fishermen who just capture the fish from the wild, simply because we don't harvest our ponds every day or every week. And after we have buy the fish from the fishermen, we store them here so that we can as well sell to the community or to the members as well.
Wow. Yeah. How much fish can you store in one freezer, Maxwell?
The bigger fish, then we can have at least 100 pieces of fish in one freezer. But if the fish themselves are very small, then we can have a lot of them in one freezer.
Our learning trip to the coast continues. No time to stop and holiday. Let's head down south to Shimoni in Kwale County, where they have a different method of preserving fish.
Fish cannot stay fresh for very long. They need immediate attention to ensure they stay fresh. What happens when you get hundreds of thousands of tiny fish? What do you do?
There are many ways to preserve fish. To tell us more on some simple but effective methods is Dr. Patrick Kimani from Coastal Marine Resource Development, or COMRADE. We also have Saumu Rashid, a Dagaa fish processor.
So, Saumu, what happens in Kibuyuni? What do you do here?
Kibuyuni, sisi tunachemsha dagaa. Biashara ya kuchemsha dagaa.
You boil dagaa, omena.
Twachemsha na twauza.
Dr. Kimani.
Yes.
What is dagaa?
So they are the small, tiny fish that are about 1 to 2 inches long.
Yes.
They are the type of fish that is really accessible to the common people, and their price is quite low compared to other bigger fish. And also, they are among the most nutritious because they are eaten whole.
So in this particular instance, why dagaa in this place?
It employs a very high number of people, from potters to those who are boiling, to those who are drying, to those who are transporting it, and even to the traders. The highest number of people that are involved in this fishery are women.
Yes.
And therefore, as an organization, we wanted to support women where they are. And so we are trying to improve the way it is done in terms of handling, to processing, and even to marketing.
The processing plant wasn't always like this. So, how was it before?
Hapa kwanza palikuwa pori. Sehemu ilikuwa tuachemsha ilikuwa ni sehemu kidogo sana. Lakini ilikuwa kumezungukwa na pori kote. Sasa ilikuwa tuachemshia hapo. Ni wakati wa jua tuajificha kwa kivuli cha miti. Kama ni wakati wa mvua, basi itabidi mvua inakunyeshea tu mwilini. Dagaa laharibika, lakini hakuna jinsi ya kufanya.
What about the drying? What will happen?
Ilikuwa tunakausha kutumia ule uwanja wa shule. Sasa ule uwanja wa shule, kama ni wakati wa likizo, kuna afadhali kidogo. Lakini kama ni wakati wa siku za shule, watoto wakitoka break, wanakula. Wengine wanacheza mpira. Sasa uko pale tu roho inakuma, lakini hujui utafanyaje. Maana ukimwambia wewe usikanyage huko pande huo, anakuambia toa mama, na huwezi kutoa maana hakuna mahali penye utaanika. Ikifika saa 10 kuna wachezaji wa mpira nao.
Daktari, what have you done so far?
The first thing was to clear the bushes here, and we fenced the area, then constructed this processing area where now previously they have these 3 stone jikos.
The traditional way of doing it.
Yes, the traditional way of doing
Yes.
it. There are so many fireplaces everywhere, and it was actually a hazard. And we brought them together, so they're in one now processing area. They were losing a lot of energy, so we constructed the energy-saving jikos. They are layered with an energy-saving bricks.
Yeah, I can actually see that.
Yes, and also bought them some big containers. They call them vingamuzi. Because the smallest, the round sufuria, they only used to put one smaller, or they call them kitenga, the container which they used to boil inside the bigger pot.
Okay.
So they used to have only one, so they have to wait until one is boiled. They go and take it for drying. But now they can put several of them, and therefore it also saves energy and time. Another thing we have done is to put up water. We have dug a well here, and we are using solar to pump the water, so they have no cost in pumping the water. So they can clean, they can use it for boiling. We have also constructed a wastewater septic tank down there.
Okay.
So the wastewater septic tank is for the water that is used to boil, because this place used to be really a nuisance in terms of smell from the boiled dagaa. Okay. But now they dispose it safely there. We also did the drying racks which are raised. Therefore, they are able to make it more hygienic in terms of the way they dry the dagaa. Okay. But also, we have constructed them in a way that they can come and lay over a plastic sheet when it's raining. Yes.
Dr. Kimani,
yes.
What's the future of this dagaa processing?
We want to, in collaboration with World Fish, to put a shed with translucent iron sheets, which allow sunlight to reach the dagaa, but it protects the dagaa from rain. We also want to put up more lighting around this place, especially at night. When the dagaa arrives at night, it's a problem they cannot process. And the women have been feeling a bit insecure.
Dagaa likipatikana mapema kule baharini, inabidi saa 7 huo ushafika. Maana utapigiwa simu, waambie dagaa washafika bandarini.
1 a.m. in the night. We love our women to be safe. So I don't know, maybe Shamba Shape Up is going to try and do our bit. Let's see what we can do, Saumu. Yes?
Yes.
To ensure the ladies feel safe to work in the wee hours of the morning, Kamau gets to work to install some solar light. And in no time, he is done and the lights are charging. The ladies will now be ready when the dagaa comes from the ocean. Good job, Kamau!
Well, Caro, it has been an amazing journey.
Of course.
Learning a lot about aquaculture, meeting very hardworking communities who are doing a great, great job.
And we still want to do more. So if you need to learn something, get in touch with us through iShamba. In the meantime, catch us on the next episode of Shamba Shape Up.